Florida is such a popular state to live and retire for many reasons, like having no state income tax, the beautiful beaches, and of course Disney World, Universal Studios, and Epcot Center theme parks. However, in recent years, more and more people are moving out of Florida. Did you know that out of all 50 states, Florida is the third state with the most people who are relocating to South Carolina? I've already talked about why South Carolina is such a popular new residence for New Yorkers, and if you want to watch this video, make sure to click here. Or I also mentioned why South Carolina is great for Californians. If you want to see that video, click here. This week I'll count down the top 5 reasons why people from the Sunshine State are relocating to South Carolina. So let's dive into it right now. Reason number 5, the bugs. One of the reasons why people aren't so comfortable living in Florida is all the bugs. There are many pests all over the state, including flies, mosquitoes, roaches, fire ants, gnats, spiders, you name it. But South Carolina has its fair share of bugs too, especially mosquitoes. The mosquito season in South Carolina lasts from March through September, but they are especially abundant in the summer months from July to September. Still, the creepy crawlies in South Carolina aren't as abundant or severe as they are in Florida. Reason number 4, the weather. A lot of people are leaving Florida because of the weather. Yes, you heard that right. The Sunshine State has an average of 230 days of sunshine each year. Even the winter days in Florida are warm and sunny, and snow is unheard of in most parts of the state. This sounds wonderful to me. So why are people leaving because of the weather? It's because Floridians get hot weather almost year-round. It's also humid and muggy many months of the year, and the locals don't experience the 4 seasons. It's like having summer all year. Some people may like that, but it is not for everyone. So if you want to experience lower summer temperatures and like to enjoy all 4 seasons, South Carolina might just be the place for you. Another downside to Florida's weather is the hurricanes. Just last year, Florida experienced 8 hurricanes. One of those was Hurricane Ian, which caused a lot of flooding and destruction. In fact, Ian was responsible for over 150 direct and indirect deaths and over 112 billion in damage, making it the costliest hurricane in Florida's history, according to the National Hurricane Center. While South Carolina does get occasional hurricanes, they're not nearly as frequent or severe. Reason number 3, overpopulation. Another reason why Floridians are moving out is because of its dense population. According to worldpopulationreview.com, Florida is the 3rd most populous state in the United States with over 22 million people. However, while many of its residents are moving out, Florida is still the fastest growing state in America according to the US Census Bureau. This is because the Sunshine State is still attracting older retired Americans. But also a wave of over 700,000 people of all ages moved there during the COVID-19 pandemic when many remote workers were relocating. Because of this great migration in recent years, many Floridians who were natives or already living there have found the growing population to be too crowded, so they are relocating to places like South Carolina, which are much less populated. Compared to Florida's 22 million residents and counting, South Carolina has a population of just over 5 million people. Reason number 2, the traffic. And of course, a natural consequence of sudden population growth is an increase in traffic congestion. Traffic can get backed up in the cities and the infrastructure just doesn't accommodate all the incoming commuters. In fact, according to clickorlando.com, Florida is among the states with the highest percentage of rush hour traffic congestion. And my number 1 reason Floridians are moving out is, drum roll please, the higher cost of living. Because of the increasing population, the cost of living has also gone up. VONews.com says that population growth can make life in the Sunshine State more expensive. The average price of a home in Florida rose 14% in the past year compared with the national average of 8.7%. Also, South Carolina generally has a lower cost of living than Florida. Just for example, if you compare the cities of Columbia, South Carolina with Jacksonville, Florida, the median home home cost is about 27% less in Colombia. This means that a $280,000 home in Jacksonville would cost about $204,000 in Colombia. Besides housing, food in Colombia costs over 3% less, and transportation is less expensive in South Carolina as well. The average cost of gasoline, car insurance, and maintenance expenses and mass transit fare in Colombia is about 24% less than it will cost in Jacksonville. Currently, the average price of regular gas in Florida is $3.39 per gallon, while South Carolina's average cost of gas is lowered at $3.18 per gallon. If you are thinking about making your move from Florida to the Palmetto State, make sure to give me a call. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. My contact information is right here on the screen. So that sums up my top 5 reasons why people are relocating from the Sunshine State to the Palmetto State, where you have less bugs, it's less crowded with a lower cost of living, and you can experience pleasant weather and the 4 seasons. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll see you next week.